Hey, what's up YouTube? You're watching Ready Set Drone, and today we're gonna check out 3 different toy drones from Tomzon. If you're looking for your first drone or you wanna give one as a gift that's inexpensive, uncomplicated, and fun to fly, I think one of these 3 might be a good match, so stay tuned. I've been doing this for a long time, and this is kind of what I started off with, was flying these little toy line of sight drones. What I like about these is they're uncomplicated. You don't have to register, you don't have to download an app. They don't even have cameras on these things. They're just for line of sight flying and having fun in your house, your office, wherever you go. They're super lightweight. They're basically just toys. But these are really good toys because you can learn how to fly, you can get used to using the sticks, and they are so portable that you can take them anywhere. One of the things I really appreciate in a toy drone is when it comes with 2 batteries, and all 3 of these do come with 2 batteries. And I also appreciate when the batteries can be charged using just a micro USB or a USB-C plug. Now these are all micro USB, well both of these are. This one is a specialized plug, but for these 2 kits, if you had a micro USB cable, you could just use that. They're really simple. You plug them into a USB port and it will turn red while it's charging, and then for a couple of them the light goes out when they're done, and a couple of them the light turns green. I'm not sure which is which, but it doesn't really matter. Just know that if you plug it in and the light turns red on the charger, that means that it's charging. So let's go ahead and start with this one here on my right. So the naming convention on these is just a letter and a number. This is the A34. These 2 are the A24s, and this is the A23. The 34 is the largest, as you can see, by comparison, and then the 24 and 23 are very similar size, with the 24 being slightly bigger. We're not 100% sure where they get those numbers, but it might be the diameter of the prop, 34 millimeters in diameter versus 24 and 23 respectively. So like I said, they all come with 2 batteries. This one here, it's a square battery. So it just pops in right like this, and you want to push both sides so that it clicks evenly on both sides. And then when you turn this guy on, from this little button right here, it has very bright LEDs. In this case, the green is the front and the blue is the rear. Turn on the remote control. This remote control requires 3 AAA batteries, and it should be pre-bound so that these 2 are already seeing one another. And then it's pretty simple. You've got a takeoff button. You've got in mode 2, which is what most North American and European drones are in, you've got the right stick is front, back, left, right. The left stick is altitude and yaw. And then it's got some buttons on it that do a variety of things. One is a trim button that you can use if it's drifting a certain direction. Like right now it's drifting forward, so I've hit the trim couple times to kind of make it stay in one place, and actually it's staying in one place really well at the moment. One is a light button that changes the lights, you know, lets you do a little blinky blinky in different directions, with green always being in the front and blue always being in the rear. It has a flip button, so you go up and push the flip button and push the direction you want it to flip. So if I want it to flip backwards towards me, I go up, and there's a backwards flip. If I want it to flip forwards, I go up, there's a forward flip. It has headless mode, which I'm not a big fan of headless mode personally, but it allows you to basically fly it without having to know its orientation. And then it's got 3 different modes. One beep is mode 1, which is the most docile and calm. It has the least amount of tilt when you're going around, good one to start with. 2 beeps is kind of a medium mode, and 3 beeps is the most aggressive and fastest. It still won't flip over, it's still stabilized, so it's gonna stay in one place. And then finally it has this button that you press, and it just does crazy circles. It's called the dizzy button. I don't know why you would want to do that, but somebody came up with that idea. So as you can see, in a dark environment like this, those LEDs really pop. And then it's a very safe drone because you can bump it into you, bump it into walls. You can hit the box that it comes with. And it's not gonna hurt anything. So there you go. There's the A34, fun little drone for indoor flying, comes with 2 batteries, would be a great choice for someone who just wanted to have a little indoor fun flying with colorful lights. Next up, we have the A23. So the A23 also comes with 2 batteries, and one of the nice things about this one is it actually allows you to charge both batteries at the same time because it has a splitter on the USB-A connector with 2 ports for charging, so you can charge both of them up. And then the battery just pops onto the bottom. Be sure to line up the little white box with the little white part and press down till it pops in place. And then the power for it is on the top. I actually haven't flown this one yet, but we're about to. 3 AAA batteries in the remote control, and wait for it to stop blinking, and then I think that means it's ready. And this also has bright LEDs, down and in to arm it, down and in to also stop it, and we'll take off. And it's taking it a second to figure out the altitude hold, but let me get it over here so you can see it in the dark. And once again, it has a trim button, so right now this is drifting forward, so I'm going to trim it backwards a little bit. It's also drifting left, so I'm going to trim it right a little bit. And keep in mind, if you have an air conditioner or a fan going in a room, because these drones are so tiny, they're kind of susceptible to those things. It's very quiet. It's actually quieter than the other one. It's very quiet, actually. I'm going to guess there is a flip button right here. Yeah. Same thing, whichever direction you push the right stick is the direction it will flip. So forward, left flip, etc. It automatically gives it a little bit of altitude and then it flips. Looks like it has an emergency stop button. Let's just see what happens if I hit that like while I'm hovering here. Yeah, that's kind of nice. It's just a button that says stop, and if you want it to stop and drop, you can do that. And then of course there's the modes. The button that changes the modes is down on the control pad. So 1 is, as you heard, 1 beep is the most docile, 2 beeps is next, and then 3 beeps gives it the most tilt. But it's not gonna go over, right? It stabilizes itself. It's a self-stabilizing little drone. But again, just to learn how to fly, you know, just to get used to the idea of, you know, being able to fly it around and fly around things, and you know, again, bump into stuff and not have it crash when you bump into stuff is really a great thing for kids to learn. And it's super safe. It's not going to hurt anybody. It's super lightweight. It doesn't have to be registered. And yeah, I'm a big fan. So bring it over here and hit that stop button that I've never seen on another drone before. I love it. That's actually a fun little guy. And then finally, we're going to take a look at the battle drones. This kit comes with 2 battle drones that are exactly the same, except one is red and one is blue. And what these things do is they have an infrared beam that shoots out of them and an infrared receiver. And when you hit your opponent, it shakes the drone a little bit. And I think after you've been hit 3 times, you have to land. I'm not exactly sure. I've played with these before, not this specific one. But it allows you to actually have little fights with these things and put the other guy down on the ground by multiple hits. These also can just be flown like a normal little drone, like the A23. They're just, you know, little drones that you can fly around, but the fact that it comes with 2 of them, if you have like 2 kids that you want to give them to, or even 2 adults, and you want them to be able to have little battles with them, then these are great for that. And each one comes with 2 of their own batteries, so you've got a total of 4. These batteries are micro USB, so they're super easy to charge if you have a micro USB cable or if you have several. So it does actually come with 2 chargers, so you can charge 2 batteries at a time, 1 for each drone. And then just to note, there's not a specific controller with a specific drone. This one will bind to either of those. This one will bind to either of those. They just sort of look for a signal, and when they see a signal, they bind. So if you turn them both on at the same time, they should bind up and be ready to go, no matter which controller or drone you're using. So they're interchangeable is what I'm saying. And by the way, if you're enjoying this video, hit the like and subscribe button. We'd love to have you in the Ready Set Drone community. So let's just fly this thing around a little bit and just see what it flies like. Whoa, it's zippy. It's very zippy. And let's see if we can do the old mouth catch. Oh goodness. I could feel that breeze in my mouth. Yeah, it's a little zippy guy. All right, so there's one of these guys. Just and let's see if there's a stop button on this one, like on the others. All right. Yeah, stop button does nothing. But if you just land it and let it sit for a second, it'll stop. All right, well, I guess it's time to try a little battle drone action. Let's see what happens. All right, Chris, I challenge you to a drone battle. Pick a hand.
Left hand.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. You're red.
Team red.
Team blue. Let's go. Okay, let's give us a second. And 3, 2, 1, commence. Oh, we haven't hit it. Oh, I saw you shake. Did you feel a shake?
Yeah, I did. Or I saw myself shake.
I wonder if you have to hit him in the back. Here, try hitting me in the back. Or if you have to hit him in the front. Let's face each other. Oh, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Oh. Oh, I'm shaking again. Shaking like a leaf.
I think that's me. Yep.
Are you going down?
Yep, I'm going down.
Wow. Yay! Let's do a little victory flip. And yay! And while I'm victory flipping, you can kill me.
Let's see if I can.
Yeah, I wonder if it keeps my number of hits. Like, if I probably still have the same number of hits counted.
Yeah.
Oh, I went down. 4 hits, and you're out. What'd you think, Chris?
I think that was a lot of fun.
Okay, so a couple of points about these things. First of all, they're all a ton of fun. I don't have any major gripes. I will say that getting the batteries off of the battle drones is a little bit challenging. You have to actually slide it backwards because there's some notches, and if you're trying to pull on it, it's not gonna work. So you wanna slide it forward to put it in, pinch, and slide backwards to take it off. So that's a little bit of a thing for the battle drones you need to know. Also on the battle drones, we did run into an issue when it was dark in the room, which it is right now. It didn't want to go down as easily because I think it was not seeing the surface below. Maybe there's some sort of optical flow sensor on this. It seemed to go down better over the table where it could see it. And then when we turned the house lights on, it actually went down easier. And it was just the blue one. The red one would go up and down just fine. So I don't know if there's a sensor on here that's partially blocked, or I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that. Didn't really take away from the fun though. This thing was very flyable, both of them were, and the battling was fun, but just know that you get probably, I'd say somewhere between 3 and 6 minutes of flight, maybe even a little bit longer. It was a lot of fun. It was enough time, and with 2 batteries in each, you have plenty of flying time while the other batteries are charging. And back to these guys, again, if you're looking for bright LEDs and just something that looks really cool while you're flying around in the room, these 2 are really nice to have. I love these little simple line of sight drones. If you're looking for a gift to give somebody as their first drone, or just a drone that you can take with you and fly in a, kind of open space like this, especially indoors, these are all great. Thanks to Tomzon for sending them. Thanks to you guys for watching. Leave your comments below, and we'll see you next time on Ready, Set, Drone.
I think I'm still 3.
Whoa, okay, that was weird. I looped all the way around the table, and it actually allows you to charge both batteries at the same time. It has, and the technology in them is actually pretty amazing for a guy my age.